Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers. How I love you all so. You're just so super duper delish, okay? And I hope that you're super duper well wherever you are in the world, my little babies, and that life is treating you wonderfully, okay? And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any lovely passers-by, okay? And much love to you all, my delicious babies. And once again, I hope that you're having a super duper time and that life is treating you wonderfully wherever you are in the world. Now then, 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to give out a couple of bits of information, and it seems this morning there was a couple of videos that I wanted to take down, only a couple, right? And it seems now that I'm not being able to delete them. Okay, so well, something's changed, it seems. Do you see what I mean? Well, anyway, so the fact is they're still there, okay? So that's that. And of course, it wasn't meant in an offensive manner, okay? At the end of the day, sometimes, we have to look at different things, okay? So I'm going to give out these bits of information. And just to let you know, everybody, my delicious babies, the weather in the UK, well, yesterday and last night and yesterday, raining, okay? So, the plants, the trees, flowers and everything will have had a real delicious watering. Do you understand what I mean? But now it's gone pretty cold, okay? So that's why I've got a long sleeve top on, okay? So just to let you know about that, because the times, there we go. So, I'd just like to let you know about the weather, okay? Now then, so I'm going to give out a couple of bits of information here, okay? So the first one, now this was uploaded a year ago. See, it's going brighter. And what it is, it's you need to type in, please, everybody, Mr. Davies, okay, or Davis, okay. So with the Davis, it's spelled Davis, okay. MP, M for mother, P for Peter, okay. So MP and vitamin D. Okay, so it was uploaded a year ago, and it's Dr. John Campbell. So if you look in the, you just type in Dr. John Campbell and you just type in Mr. David Davis, MP and vitamin D. Now, I listened to this morning, and to me, it is a very interesting video, okay? Now then, secondly, because I've listened to this morning as well, so again, it's Dr. John Campbell, okay? And it was uploaded 22 hours ago, and it is the, look at Brenda and Bernard, bless them. Right, sorry everybody, I just get a bit distracted sometimes, okay? And this is called The Vaccine Study, okay? So it's The Vaccine Study, Dr. John Campbell. So now I can tick it off, okay? I'm always trying to give out, information where I can, you see, so I can now close my book. Now, I also want to talk about, okay, because there's always, it's whenever I feel the need to talk about it, really. So anyway, just to explain to everybody who does not know, my delicious babies, that I have been a reader for years, okay? So in life, there is not a lot that I have not heard, although we are all still learning, aren't we? Yes? So, and I just want to make the delicious, for some of you delicious and wonderful ladies out there. Now, I'm going to say this, it's probably not going to sit right, but as everybody knows, I will say what I've got to say, okay? So, and over the years, okay, I was hearing a lot about, online on these dating sites. Of course, me, I wouldn't go near them. Do you understand what I mean? It's not my cup of tea at all, or my cup of coffee, right? Not at all, right? But what, and I woke up this morning and I thought, I've got to say this because there's a lot of scammers out there, okay? And in fact, to tell you the truth, I spoke to a couple of beautiful, delicious ladies, God bless them, right? And they were conned, right? Now, this on and off over the years, because I worked on phone lines and everything, right, and do my readings, and this is not the first time I've heard it, okay? It's not the first, it's not the last. And of course, for the beautiful, my dear clients on the other end of the line, well, are absolutely devastated. Do you understand what I mean? In tears over it, okay? Because some of them have been scammed out of thousands and thousands of pounds. Okay, so it's just to make you all aware, my delicious babies, just because somebody puts, you know, a photograph, see how bright it's going, everybody, right? Just because somebody puts a photograph there, right, doesn't necessarily mean, and I've been trying to explain this on and off for years, do you see that they are who they say they are? Now, this is usually... dear ladies, you know, because in life, I mean, let's just look at life, right? For a lot of man and woman, our delicious babies out there, right, what they want to do is they want to find love, don't they? Do you see what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with wanting to find love. And I mean, I've heard of a couple where there's been a couple of really good outcomes. Do you understand what I mean? Like, you know, marriages and things like that, you know, in the time that I've, you know, been a reader, you know, there's been a couple of real lovely success stories, you know, and they got a little family and everything else, and it's all juicy and delicious. However, what I was also hearing, okay, and like I said, it's not the first, it's not the last time. And, you know, we're now in 2022 and it's still happening, is that, you see, usually it could be, say, I don't know, lady, I mean, they could have lost their husbands, God bless them, or, you know, any sort of different situation like that. And of course, you know, so they're, do you know what I mean? They're just looking for that love, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when somebody's asking you for pounds, shilling, pence, dollars and change, it is a red flag for some of you beautiful and delicious babies out there. I'm just trying to help you here. Do you understand what I mean? And of course, I mean, I spoke to a dear lady, when was it, some months ago now? And I mean, she was scammed out of 17 grand, you know. Do you see what I mean? And she was absolutely devastated. Not only was she devastated about that, but, you know, God bless her, she was in tears because she genuinely felt that somebody loved her. Do you understand what I mean? Because that's what they do, you see. They're very, very crafty, everybody. For the ones out there who are single, do you understand what I mean? Please. And I'm going to tell you, I mean, it's happening everywhere. Do you see what I mean? Different countries, you know, they're telling them, oh yes, oh I love you, I love you, I love you. Do you understand what I mean? When behind it, they're very crafty and devious. They're lower than a snake's belly and they're flipping sneaky. Do you see what I mean? And then in the process, they're breaking somebody's heart, God bless them. I mean, occasionally you hear it with men, okay? But not very often. It's usually the dear women who get it. Do you understand what I mean? So it's just to make you all aware, my delicious babies. Now then, and I want to tell you something else. So I hope that that has helped some of you, okay, because I'm only trying to help out here. Now, there's another thing as well with this online, right? Sorry, I got itchy. I got lip balm on my lips and it was itching. Mind you, could be all the flipping ingredients, you know, they're putting everything, poisoning us on a daily basis. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying now. So what I'm saying to you is this, right? And again, this is with online. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Everything is not all as it seems. And I'm hearing a lot of this, and I have done over the years. Believe me when I tell you that, everybody. So again, this is nothing new to me. And what do they call it these days? Is it friends with benefits they call it? And of course, you know, you've got a man or woman out there, God bless them, okay, where they seem to feel that whoever it is that they're seeing, well, is that they're going to change. Well, I'm so sorry to have to say this, but no, they will not. and getting phone calls on this as well. Do you see what I mean? And, you know, and of course the delicious ladies and gentlemen out there who it's concerning, well, they genuinely believe that they're in, do you understand what I mean? That they're in some kind of a relationship with this, whoever they are, but then all they ever do is get on the dog and bone, you know, pick up the dog and bone, ignore them at any other time, say, and then get on the dog and bone when they want something. Do you get me? Swinging from the old chandeliers. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And there's a lot of this going on, and it has been going on for years like that. Okay? So all I'm saying is, I mean, I cannot tell anybody how to live their lives, right? I mean, even though I'm a reader, it's like I sort of, you know, like where you discuss things with, well, I did anyway, with my dear clients, right? And it's like you're doing a form of counselling as well. Do you understand what I mean? So it's not just like a straightforward reading, you know, because you're trying to, do you see what I'm saying? Yes, and I've met many different types of my delicious little clients, okay? So, you know, and others go through all different things. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And it's so sad because I've heard some really sad stories over the years. Really, really, you know, so sad. Do you see what I'm saying? So all I'm saying to you out there, because whoever happens to stumble across my channel, okay, and if you do happen to enjoy the video, please can you click on the like. But when you meet somebody, you start talking to them, whether it's emailing or whatever you do, then you get to the stage of messaging and things like that. Well, that's another thing. I mean, seeing as I'm on a flipping roll today, I'll mention that as well. I mean, there's not a lot who talk anymore. I mean, it's all these blooming phones, isn't it? You know, messaging each other, flipping bonkers. I mean, when do people just go back to talking? Do you see what I mean? So all I'm saying to you all is, my delicious babies, when you get talking to somebody, whether they're male or female, the fact of the matter is you need to ask them what they are looking for. This is so very, very, very important because lots, there we go, ding, ding, because the reason why I'm saying this, I'm only trying to help, is because I'm hearing, believe you me, and I've been hearing ding, ding, or over the years, there's nothing new, right? That whoever it is, it's like they say one thing, but then they're doing something else. And then the consequence is that, you know, whoever it is who's looking for this love, thinking that they're going to change, they're stuck in a situation for 5 or 6 years. I mean, I've just spoken to a beautiful client this morning. Well, and of course, you know, I do not like to be the bearer, of bad news. But sometimes you just got to be straight and just say it the way it is. And that is the way it is. So you need to first find out, for some of you beautiful and delicious little babies, find out what it is. See if you've got anything in common. See, do you see what I'm saying? Because it seems very much to me that it seems to be, you know, swinging from the old chandeliers, it seems to me. And not a lot of chat, 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 chat. Do you see what I'm saying? What do I call it? There's a word I call using. There we go, see, ding, ding, cold across my shoulders. See what I mean? So that's what's going on. And this has been going on for so long now, everybody. Now then, there's just something else I want to say, because of course this is on my mind as well for some reason. Many years ago, I paid for, how many years ago was it now? It's got to be about 10 years ago, right? And this is something else I want to alert you know, some beautiful ladies and gentlemen out there. I mean, some of you will know, but some of me other delicious babies will not know who stumbles across me, okay? But let me just get back to what I was saying, right? So what I'm saying is this, many years ago, it's got to be about 10 years ago. Now, I had something come through. No, I got a call, right? And what it was saying, you know, if you pay so much, you know, you can have flyers done and everything. Do you understand what I mean? Well, anyway, so And I cannot believe it, everybody. I really cannot believe it, right? But there must have been somewhere where I was just not on the flipping ball. Do you understand what I mean? Because normally I'm flipping hot on the mark, right? Well, so I paid a certain amount of money. I'm not going to say it was, you know, a lot. I'd say 150 quid, right? And so I thought I got no flyers or, you know, no magazine. It was like a magazine thing, right? And to do flyers, right? So 1 month went by, never got nothing, right? And then it went into the second month. Well, I thought, well, I'm going to give whoever it is on the old dog and bone, I'm going to give him a call here. So anyway, so what happened was, everybody, so I'm just letting you know now, but even I fell for it, right? So nobody's, I feel, do you know what I mean? It can happen to anybody, but mine was to do with me advertising my readings and my healings. Do you understand what I mean? So these were based in Manchester, which of course, you know, I never knew at the time, you know, I had to go around this a different way, right? Anyway, I'll tell you what I said. Everybody, right? So I asked politely, I just said, well, where's my magazine, please? You know, my flyers. Anyway, see a man there, right, tried to get smart with me. Wrong move. You don't do things like that, right? So he said, well, if you're psychic, then you would know. I said, please do not be smart with me. So I talked very, very quietly, and when I talk quietly, I feel that's the time to, do you know what I mean? So anyway, so he slammed the phone, the old dog and bone, down on me. I thought, you're not getting away with this. Not a chance, right? So I called back. I spoke ever so quietly because I'm not the type of woman usually arguing with anybody or anything like that. Do you understand what I mean? I'll have my say on things. Yes, I will. And if I have an opinion, I will say, okay? I am willing to listen to others' opinions. Yes, I am. But if I believe what I believe, well, that is what I believe. So there is absolutely nothing on this earth that can ever change my mind. Do you understand what I mean? So I called him back, didn't I? And I said, right. I said, I'm going to ask you really, really nicely. And I lowered my tone. I said, put the pound, shilling, pence, dollars and change, I said, back into my bank. I said, now you've got a short time to do this. I said, because otherwise, I says, you're going to find out, okay? Now, I never meant violence anybody. No, I did not. No, I did not. So I need to just make that abundantly clear, okay? Because I personally, I do not believe in violence. Do you understand what I mean? I mean, I'm sure that, you know, anyone could sit down and discuss and talk about things. Do you understand what I mean? I know what I meant when I said it to him. Put it that way. So then another week went by, and still nothing. So one more call it was. Well, you're never going to guess what happened, everybody. Right, so either for whatever reason, maybe he was not having so much good luck. Ding, ding, right? So I said, I'm only going to ask you once more, very, very nicely now. I said, put it back in my bank. I said, and by the way, and I said, and I'm also going to be reporting you as well, right? And I said, because what you're doing is conning man and woman out there, right? Well, as it turned out, oh yes, he put it back in my bank, pound, shilling, pence, dollars and change. So I spoke to the fraud in the UK where I live in my neck of the woods. And I spoke to them and he turned around to me, he did, the gentleman on the other end of the line. And he said, right, he said, well, I tell you what, he said, you was so lucky, you know, for me to get my cash back. Do you see what I'm saying? This is because there's been a lot who haven't. Well, then I decided to research more into this. And you know what, everybody? You should have seen how many have been flipping conned. And, I mean, mine was a small amount, 150. For others, flip me, it went into grands. So you see, it can happen to anybody, you know, and it happened to me, but guess what? Once bitten, twice shy, and I flipping learnt my lesson there. So now, this is why I'm not very trusting. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? I mean, I love little piggies. I think they're so delicious and cute and beautiful, right? But this is just a saying, a figure of speech, everybody. So please do not get me the wrong way here, right? Or please do not take me the wrong way. But if it's just an old-fashioned saying. So you never buy a pig in a bag. You know, usually you inspect it first. But of course, I had to learn that lesson. Do you see what I'm saying to everybody? But we've also got to ask ourselves a question here. And this has been going on for years now. There's been so many who have been scamming for years. And why do you feel that that is happening? You know, and it's continuously happening because everything's a circle, circle, circle. See what I mean? So, and our putrid government, they know all about the flipping scamming. And do they do anything? No, they do not. And one last thing anyway, just let me have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. Because I do have a flipping moan sometimes, everybody. But anyway, as I always say, a moan a day keeps the doctor away. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, one last thing. You know, it seems to me this Rishi Sunak in my neck of the woods, you know, in the UK, what a flipping twat. What a complete and utter twat he is. Now, it's just what's coming out of his mouth. Well, it just gets worse and worse, doesn't it? It's what I call, and I'm going to, you know, try and be polite about it. It's like verbal diarrhea, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So all he ever talks is a crock of flipping shite. And really, what everybody should do, right, and I always say this, you know, anyway, nobody's had a chance to vote anyway. Do you understand what I mean? Like I said, you know, it's like they're taking it sorry upon themselves, you know, to do their own little thing, right? You know, not giving any of, you know, the UK any say. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But the fact of the matter is, what everybody should do, just nobody vote. You know, when it comes round to, of course, when they decide, do you know what I mean, that a man and woman out there can vote. Well, just do not vote. I haven't voted for years. And that solves the problem. Yes, it does. Yeah, so he just talks a crock of shite. Do you know what? In fact, I just switch off because he's such a flipping twat and twit. And all it comes out their flipping mouth is flipping lies, the flipping putrid, and that flipping, what's her name, that Liz, see how dark it goes, so, yes, and that flipping Liz Truss. I mean, she's a flipping barefaced liar as well, isn't she? Of course, none of them, and this goes for all of our putrid governments, and I'm not being, you know, to say, well, they wouldn't know the truth if you hit them in the flipping boat race, in the face. I mean, the lies just roll off their tongue. Rolling. You know what they are? They're lower than a snake's belly. And they're absolutely disgusting. I flipping cannot stand them, you know, everybody. I'm sure that you've all noticed by now. Do you understand what I mean? I cannot stand them. There's not an ounce of truth comes out their flipping mouths. Do you see what I mean? So, and you have still got out there, those who flipping believe every word they blooming say. After they're blooming poisoned, how many? The flipping putrid. Well, you know what? I'm a firm believer, you know, everybody, and I'm not a bad woman, right? But guess what? Dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth loves the truth. I believe in karma. And I believe that somewhere down the line, well, they'll all get their flipping karma. And I do believe that, everybody. Because you cannot pull a stunt what they've flipping done, and this is big time. And not only that, but other flipping governments around the world, what they've flipping done. Flipping wicked and putrid. But anyway, they won't get away with it. No, they will not. No. Do you see what I mean? But like I said, and I'll say it again, you know, it is a flipping battle. Let me tell you something, right? They may have thought that they've won the flipping battle, but let me tell you, they're not going to win the flipping war. No. No, they will not. So I will just keep opening my mouth because, like I said before, and I'm saying it again, it's large enough. Do you know what I mean? And I will not shut up. No. So yeah, so that's all I wanted to say really, everybody. So just please just watch the scammers because we still got this, okay? And I mean, you know, God bless the ones out there for, you know, some of you delicious babies who have experienced something and you haven't got, you know, your pounds, shilling, pence, dollars and change back. Do you understand what I mean? But please, I'm just begging you all with the Lord of mercy for that. There we go. Say, ding, ding, all cold there, right? Just, I beg you with the Lord of mercy, just do not fall for it. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I only ever fell for it once and it never happened again. And just be aware of these ones who just want to swing from the chandeliers, you know, the old users out there. Do you understand what I mean? Just be very, very aware. That's all I'm asking you to do, okay, my delicious babies? So, yes, so it's very interesting that, getting back to that, what I said earlier, that I'm now unable to delete my videos if I chose to upload a video that I can no longer delete them. Strange, that, isn't it? Anyway, not to worry about it. I'll just leave them there anyway. Well, I've got no choice at the moment, have I? Unless somebody can please explain to me how. I mean, I've been deleting them up until this point. All it comes up as is cancel and delete. Cancel, there's nowhere to delete. Because some videos I just like to leave up for a short time just to give my information out. Do you know what I mean? But it seems that, well, no, I'm not allowed to delete my videos now. Anyway, not to worry. But anyway, if something comes into my mind, well, I'll just say it anyway. But my intention is not to offend anybody. I simply like to point things out. And for all of my beautiful and delicious little subscribers that you are, and once again, how I love you. So, you know, you just got to understand, everybody, the way that my mind rocks and rolls. Do you see what I mean? But of course, like I said before, and I say it again, you know, I seem to have so much in my flipping mind. Do you know what I mean? That, and then, of course, you know, I'll forget what it was, and then it comes back to me. It's all coming back to me now, you know, one of those moments. Do you get what I mean? And that's that. Anyway, I've got nothing more to say now, so I'm going to start my quick reads, okay, my delicious babies? So thank you for listening. You know, if anybody even, you know, decides to even, do you know what I mean, stumble across my video, okay? And, you know, all I can say, I've just tried to give out useful information, okay? And me talking as a reader, the different things that you hear. Do you see what I mean? And for others of you out there, my delicious babies, and again, because I've been a reader for years, so this is one last thing. Well, I always say that, don't I, usually, right? Well, because, you know, I deal with relationships, do you understand what I mean? So that is what, you know, I would discuss, whether it's on a phone line or whether somebody could, you know, God bless them, you know, or comes face to face with me. Do you see what I mean? I usually deal with relationship issues, but the most important thing out there for some of you, my delicious babies, not all of you, okay? This is only for the ones who, you know, maybe they just need a bit more guidance. Do you understand what I mean? And that's not being, you know, I'm not being offensive when I say that or anything, right? But it's communication, isn't it? So if you're in a relationship and none of you communicate, well, what is that telling you? Well, of course, it means that the gap and the bridge is just going to get wider and wider and wider till in the end you're not talking to each other at all. And this is just something I've heard years and years and years of, to be quite honest with you. So, yeah, so it's just about communicating, really, and maybe not being on these old phones, just messaging everybody all the time and not having a conversation. Or do you understand what I mean? It's just the simple things in life, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I've always said, with man and woman, or humans anyway, that's another flipping word, human. Do you understand what I mean? Anyway, I've always said in life, right, us as man and woman, we actually make life far more complicated than what it actually needs to be. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And to be quite honest with you, I've done it myself. When I was younger. Well, I'm not old now, but I've done it myself. Do you understand what I mean? And really, you can just make things so much more simpler. So for those out there, my delicious little babies, if you're not getting that communication, I'm hearing quite a lot of this as well lately as well. But anyway, I've been hearing it on and off for years anyway. Do you understand what I mean? You've got to be on the same song sheet, is what I'm saying. So on that note, that's the video, my delicious babies, okay? Like I say, once again, thank you for listening, okay? I just wanted to say a few things, all right? I've probably said more than a few things anyway. Right, so wishing you the most beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world, my delicious babies, okay? Take care, God bless, much love. Thank you, bye-bye.